Hi, I'm Katie Ziskind. I'm the owner of Wisdom Within Counseling and Coaching, and I specialize with couples who are in crisis, who are on the brink of divorce, and where one person has an anxious attachment cycle and the other person has an avoidant attachment style. And this creates a very high conflict cycle of argument and disconnection in your marriage. You guys really need help right away, and you need to get in with someone who's a specialist when it comes to an anxious and avoidant pattern. Right now, you're stuck in a hopeless dance where you feel rejected, alone, and confused about what to do next. Your spouse may have even told you they want a divorce. I specialize with couples who are stuck in high conflict cycles, and I teach you how to build meaningful connection, emotional intimacy, and rekindle sexual desire right in our counseling sessions. I would love to work with you. My name is Katie Ziskind, and you can learn more about working with me and see my availability for a video session by heading over to wisdomwithinct.com. If your partner is anxiously attached, you're probably avoidantly attached, and you're both seeking a secure attachment. This means that you may not even realize it, but inner child wounds, early childhood experiences, having a parent who's narcissistic, having a mother who's highly critical and nitpicks you, having a father who's an alcoholic or has rage or anger issues, experiencing sexual trauma or sexual abuse, having a caregiver that's inconsistent, that taught you that love equals abandonment or love equals betrayal, hurt, and loss, all lead to our attachment styles. When we're in a conflict in married life, these get re-triggered. And oftentimes, it's like putting the back of two magnets together. You and your spouse, when their anxious style is triggered and your avoidant style is triggered, get in a very intense fight. So I teach you how to break this pattern, rebuild healthy communication, have more security than ever before, and truly create the marriage that you've always dreamed of. If you're on the brink of divorce, you're not alone, you're not broken. These are trauma survival mechanisms that have functioned for you in your childhood, but they're no longer supporting you. They're actually damaging your marriage. So at Wisdom Within Counseling and Coaching, I specialize with couples who need help creating playfulness, creating healthy communication. And if you had a narcissistic, emotionally neglectful parent or an emotionally avoidant father that never offered you any emotional guidance, you never had any role models to learn how to build a secure attachment, how to talk and repair after conflict, and how to really be a strong married unit. So what you see in Hollywood is misinformation. What we see about sex and pornography is misinformation. Couples therapy with me and relationship coaching is your safe, confidential space to rebuild emotional intimacy, create a stronger emotional connection than ever, repair after really hurtful things have been said, and improve your sex life. Even if right now there's no sexual desire or it's been months since you've last had sex. We start by building an emotional foundation. I use imago therapy, Gottman level 2 therapy, I'm trained in that, and also emotionally focused couples therapy. So right in session is a positive experience. You start to get a little peek in session with me of what playfulness, desire, and closeness can feel like. Even if right now your marriage feels like a battleground where you're avoiding each other or getting into yelling, door slamming, high conflict fights. This is all a reaction from childhood trauma, and we can start to reassociate love with security together. If you're looking to get started with me and rebuild meaningful connection, I would love to support you. I typically start with 90-minute sessions. Sorry, that's my dog. Start with 90-minute sessions for couples who are in this state to start to reassociate talking and communication and emotional validation and really build these skills in session, create some stability. We do 90-minute sessions. Typically, they're twice a week for the first month or so until you guys get to a good place where you can utilize these skills outside of session. But I love seeing couples for 90 minutes at a time on video via telehealth. You can view my availability and book with me by heading over to wisdomwithinct.com. That's wisdomwithinct.com. And if your partner is anxiously attached, if you're avoidantly attached, this is not your fault. This is a symptom of trauma from childhood, whether that be religious trauma, whether that be sexual abuse, whether that be emotional neglect. And we start to honor your inner child wounds and talk about them because these are the root of these very angry, frustrating fights. And I teach you how to build emotional validation right in session and keep you guys in a state that's playful. And I'll also pause you. If you start to go down the path that you're used to, get into an intense fight, I will pause you and I'll teach you exactly how to navigate that situation so you can do it outside of session. Again, that's wisdomwithinct.com. I'm Katie Ziskind. I'm a certified sex therapy informed professional. I'm a trauma-sensitive yoga therapist, meaning I use yoga therapy, meditation, breathing, a lot of these co-regulation skills with couples. I'm also a Gottman level 2 trained marriage therapist. So I teach you all about bids for connection and how to receive your partner and how to actually help them feel accepted. This is all about helping you both feel heard and listened to. And I would love to support you in building a meaningful connection if you're on the brink of divorce.